Thank you all for tuning in to my YouTube channel. I just want to welcome you all and a happy new year. I hope you all had a wonderful break. One of the things we covered in this lesson that Kurt has really gotten, not gotten into, but has started to use in a lot of his teaching philosophy is Mike Adams, swing philosophy based off of like people's just, general body types. And if you don't know who Mike Adams is, he's a very well-known PGA instructor. He's been around for 500 plus years. Yeah, he's the oldest living human being on the face of the earth. He's been in the golf teaching industry for I think like 30 or 40 years. He's very well respected. And basically his philosophy came down to a few simple things.
Today I'd like to give you a quick overview of bioswing dynamics. How the right arm works is going to dictate a lot. The right hand can be on top, it can be on the side, or it can be under, and it can be anywhere in between. What we'll do is we'll test to see which one is best. They produce different release patterns and require different hinge patterns to work.
And the gist of this whole philosophy is, instead of trying to get everybody to adopt this like one swing philosophy, why don't we just take everybody's body as it is and just have them work with the things their body naturally does? Is this the swing philosophy that's gonna finally help you hit the ball a lot better and be a lot more confident with your swing? I don't know, but it's been working out pretty well for me. Super excited to show you all down that lens. Let's do it right now.
So our height was greater than, our wingspan was greater than our height, right?
Yep, wingspan was 6'1", height was 5'9", 5'10"-ish.
Forearms were longer than the upper arm, right?
Yep.
It was side cover grip?
Side cover.
More than 90 in our external rotation, right?
Yep, more than 90 on the shoulder external.
And we were front post?
Front post.
And then we were greater than 45?
45 in what?
In
rotation?
Forward rotation, right?
I think you said, yeah, I think you said greater.
So we got a little bit of lateral force, a little bit more vertical force. Look at that little draw.
We're gonna talk about that.
You gotta learn how to draw it.
I know how to draw it. I don't like drawing it. But I mean, like, that's what's happening. It is what it is.
I love
All right, so I'll show you the stats in a second. I'm pretty warmed up. I'm hitting it. I'm just leaving a few too many short of the green on line, but I'm hitting everything out of the toe. So every club out of the toe.
It's either face is too close, path is too left, or we're too far away from it. Those three things that we look at right there. So based upon what we did through like the screen earlier, your right hand tends to creep to underneath. Always kind of has, always kind of creeps. So last time we talked about this, it was the right hand was too strong.
Yeah.
And the face was getting too close.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's see the grip.
Why don't we come check the grip and the setup?
What else was going on?
That's it.
That's it?
That's, I mean, like I'm hitting halfway decent shots, but as far as like me finding a green with an 8-iron, that's not too big of an issue. Mm-hmm. It's the toe that's leaving a few of them too short, and it's that directionally left miss. Now that's my setup. You don't need a ball?
So right now your right hand's too strong.
That's too strong.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Get more over.
Oh.
There you go. It's not much. It's just
You want that a little bit more on that palm pad.
I want that right thumb pad to be more on top of your left thumb.
Okay.
There you go.
Good results still out the toe.
Mm-hmm. That's the right hand right now. It's still a hair stronger than probably where we need it to be, but it's definitely better.
Okay.
All right, so I was trying to look at that thing going more to midline.
Okay.
All right, left hand looks really good. So as we kind of start to see the path is moving a little bit more left than what we want, and the reason why you're going to see the kind of that still, see how the left side kind of get it over it real quick, right? So we lose the lateral, right? So we want to get more lateral off this trail leg. So we drive our hips a little bit more forward, then you can get vertical with your lead leg.
Okay.
Right, does that make sense?
Yeah, so you saying lean more into that right glute?
So when you're going back,
Yeah.
I don't mind where this is. We want to kind of lean a little left because we have a natural forward post, right? We kind of want to be a little bit more into this kind of Brooks, or not Brooks, excuse me, more Bryson or Cam Champ type look in that forward swing.
Okay.
Now as you're here, you're pushing a little bit more off that and then jumping off this.
Okay.
And you feel how that's going to keep this a little bit more back?
Yeah.
Because right now it's a little bit more coming off the ball and then rocking into it.
Okay.
Right, so this comes off the ball too much. You kind of get more into rear post.
Yeah.
And then this starts shifting up.
Shifting over.
And that's when the path gets left and you kind of get jammed up at the bottom.
Got you.
Right, so if we're here, and we can kind of be a little bit more kind of leaning left to start, and then drive off the back into the lead, then jump.
Okay.
Right, I know that sounds like a lot.
No, I get what you're saying.
But-
Don't be afraid to get the back to the target.
But lean a little bit more
But
left.
lean a little bit more left, and then you can let that come in. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
And that should move the path a little bit more where we want it to be, and the ground force should be a little bit more effective for what you try to do. So then the sequence gets more where we want it to be, where this doesn't shift forward. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now stay a little bit more left as you pivot back. There you go. So much better, Kenny.
I know we've talked about this before of loading into this. I know it's here, I don't feel it there.
Mm-hmm.
When I load into this, my initial weight transfer starts with pushing this, push my left shoulder towards my hip, but from here, it feels to me like most of my weight is on this.
That's fine.
Throughout the entire swing.
That's fine.
Like I know this is being activated, but it just doesn't feel that way.
And in all honesty, that's just more ignorance on me, right?
That's fine.
More of my personal preference based upon what you naturally do.
Got you.
Right? My personal preference, I'm a fan of more center to rear post players than I am front post players.
Got you.
Nothing wrong with it. Actually, some of the longest guys on tour right now are the front post players.
It feels more natural to me to do that.
All right, so we just kind of lean a little left. Stay left. Now jump. Just tell me if this helps or hurts, right? Just put that in your toe box or your left foot. And as you go back, I want you to kind of press into that little pedal in your toe box, right? So as you're going back, just have a little bit of pressure there, then press real hard and transition onto it.
Whew. Okay.
A little different?
Yeah, that shallowed the club so much faster.
That was way better.
Oh, that's just gorgeous.
Way better.
Look at that. It's still a little thin, but
yeah, it's just coming off a little. Then take that pedal out now.
and just try to give the same feel. That was scabbed, but that was fine.
It's still more center though, isn't it? That was actually closer to the heel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we just lean a little bit more left and jump. Yeah. That's way more center.
I mean, just look at the height on that. I can hold a green.
Mm-hmm.
It's an actual golf shot.
It's an 8-iron. I just need to gain like 60 pounds. That's so good, Kenny.
Okay. Let's leave it there. All right, and we're back. So as you can see, lesson went really well. It was honestly, I didn't even have to chop this one up that much. We just shot we were just like mouthing off for the vast majority of it. We probably spent all together about 10 minutes just actually working on it. So what we learned from this lesson, to summarize, is I've got to get my grip a heck of a lot weaker on the top of the club because my hand likes to push down. That's just the natural way that my body goes. So just understanding those biomechanics helps me understand that there's no need to fight this release pattern. Like the best way for me to release the club is to have a little bit more of my hand on top of it and just push the heck out of the club through the left, and I'm just going to release low and left. So hitting a trap cut, which I love to see. I love to see that cut because it makes sense in my mind that if I'm going to release low and left, that the ball is going to start left and then cut, as opposed to, fighting it and trying to shallow the heck out of it and get my arm to go this way, which it doesn't really want to go that way, and like try to serve it under like it's an underhand serve. Like I get how to do it, but it's a lot of fighting to make that happen. There's been some really good things that's happened as a result of this. I've actually been able to unlock a lot more club head speed. I do have some launch monitors that are coming that I'm going to be testing. So stay tuned. I've got some really cool and exciting equipment that should be here very shortly. I'm just waiting for it to get delivered. A lot of things are back ordered due to pandemic and COVID delays and microchips and processors and all that good jazz, but it'll be here shortly. It'll be here shortly. I thought this was a really cool lesson. I can't wait to get started in 2022. We've got a lot of really exciting content coming down the pipeline and a lot of good tournaments this year. So Kenny Cat Golf is in full swing. Deuces, people. Let's keep it moving.